Have you tried the strat soft used against you?
No, I would never try that strat.
Oh, big mistake there. So now that you're actually going to take out his expansion... Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes. Nexus Life. Love it.
Yeah, I kind of touched that.
So what are you thinking now that you got in those back doors and killed his pros? Pretty confident now?
Very confident. I see he's making a Twilight Council. He could be going Blink, or he could be going DT. Doesn't really matter at this point. I'm tier 2. I have 3 bases. I'm feeling really good. I'm just going to macro up and make a super roach army with Burrow and Burrow speed. Make a crap load more drones. Keep harassing him. Looks like he's moving out. That's cool. He can do that if he wants. I'm ready. I got a dickload of roaches.
What if Incubus was to do something right now that would really screw you over, what would it be?
I have DTs in my base.
That's the only thing you can think of? You think you're that far ahead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, you are, but I'm just... Yeah. Well, good force fields at least. He seems to know what he's doing pretty well. I think he just got screwed over by that, those lings, yes? Will the roach range buff help you against good Stalker Micro? Yeah.
Yeah, it especially helps you against Hellions, big time. Like, it makes Hellions so much worse. I love it.
Okay, cool. Cool. So,
I have way too much money, by the way.
I have way too much money making lings or something. No roaches.
As many roaches as I can possibly make.
Yeah. All right. So if you were to give one piece of advice to Incubus to play better in this matchup next game, what do you think?
Let me think. He should have been more aggressive. He should have been making a better army than what he made. He should have had a bigger army, and he shouldn't have lost. He should have been keeping an eye on the rocks.
Well, that's
he should have made more probes because he didn't have enough probes for his expansion. He should have got an upgrade.
Oh,
there's a few things.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Do you draw inspiration from any pros besides Fruit Dealer?
No, that's pretty much the only one I really love.
What about him? Just
what about him?
Yeah, why is he your favorite?
Yeah, he's a really, really smart Zerg. Like, that's why he won most of his games. He just had some really intelligent decisions, and he knew the player, so he did like the correct play against him. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
No, it's a good chance for guys to like. See, my version of decent is about 1,000 points and up if they don't cheese, like they've got a grasp of the game. So when I say decent, that's what I mean. It's a good chance for decent players to get up there and test what they got against really good ones. So it's good. Okay, looks like we got Uber CO next. Uber CO. Let's see. Map suggestions, people. What are we going? Templar is not a map.
No, he's answering the question for I never have an answer for meters.
Fighting Spirit? Python. Cool ass. Scrap. Doesn't waste a while. Oh my god, the first map that gets 2 votes is going on it. Fighting Spirit. Done. Have you played the IC Cup maps?
Yeah, I used to play the ICUP for Brew War.
Oh, I mean, in StarCraft 2.
I haven't played them in StarCraft 2, but if they're the same, then I know them pretty much.
Yeah. What do you think of them? Like, of course, they were like amazing maps back at Brood War. What do you think of them in StarCraft 2?
I think they're too spacey.
Really?
They don't have a lot of features the StarCraft 2 maps have, like Zelnaga Towers and like cliffs.
Cliffs.
Yeah,
Is Zerg wanting more cliffs? What?
Oh, I don't want cliffs. To be honest, I don't want them, but
yeah.
It add another aspect to the game, and a lot of the maps just don't have them.
Okay.
It's kind of good and bad.
No worries, buddy. Yeah, okay, that's interesting because a lot of Zergs have been praising the openness.
Oh, it's good for Zerg, but I think they need to make it more interesting, like Xel'Naga Towers for sure.
No, that is one of the additions I really did like about StarCraft 2.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Adds a whole new aspect.
Yeah.
Is there a handicap for this match?
I don't know. How good is he? I'm hoping we to get a few games without a handicap just to get people to learn and things. But yeah. He's got a lot of achievement points. No, there will be no handicap for this one. Pretty much any diamond player, I'm not going to give a handicap for. Looks like he's sitting at about 1,000 rating, so right on my cusp of being a good player. I think we might get TSG up next. What?
He says a handicap should be that he has to get an achievement in his game.
Oh, what? I'm pretty sure I have all my achievements. Oh, majority of the ones I can think of.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
TSG, if you're listening, you're up next, buddy. So prepare yourself, son.
He's listening. Apparently, Glade, you're missing your infestors or something.
I'm missing my infestors.
Lair in so many seconds and Infestors in so many seconds. But don't do that. Play a real game.
Roger that.
So since this one's really spread out, what are you going to change? Are you going to change anything? Like, obviously, 14 hatch is, like, a given.
Let me have a look at it for a sec. It is pretty big. I can definitely 14 hatch safely. I could go mutas pretty well, or I could just go for ground. Actually, no, I'll wait and see what he does before I make a decision on that. But I'll open 14 hatch. I'll scout with 10 drone as usual, and I'll check it out, see what he's doing.
So anyone's just joining us, this is actually the SCA attack, or whatever the hell Nirvana called it. I think it was
Hwaiting.
Yeah, there we go. We got Moonglade here, with us pretty much the top Australian player at the moment, argued by a few people though. I'm sure Az will have something to say about that.
He can step up.
Yeah. Actually, where is Az? I'm gonna find Az. I want to see that.
Well, I don't know what to play as.
Oh, well, you said step up, so.
That's alright. Play. I get it.
Here you go.
Question from Ray.
Tier 2 Zerg. It feels really strong minus the mobility. Apart from ending the game, do you think going Tier 3 is worth it?
Absolutely, if you can, and the game goes long enough. Ultralisks are the end game, and Zerglings with adrenal glands and 3-3 and Broodlords, all the keys to definitely late game are right there. And you have to get it eventually. You can't stick with the Tier 2 army, or you will perish eventually.
That you do. I learned that the hard way as I was trying to learn Zerg the other night versus Pinder.
Yeah, it's always been my big problem to go to Tier 3, but lately I've really picked it up.
Yes,
I
think I pointed that out in Blizzard Invitational.
Yeah. Silly boy.
It is. Anyway, what do we got? Nothing.
Yeah, not much. Ooh, I found him.
Ooh.
He made a fast barracks. Oh, reasonably. It's a cool base. I like it. I'm gonna take his gas. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah. No, it's alright.
And I'm gonna have a look for his SCV because I'm a little bit paranoid that he might make a bunker, but actually no, I'm not. I've changed my mind. He's attacking my. Oh, I forgot to cancel it. Attacking my extractors. So I won't have to worry about any aggression early, and I will enjoy it. And I will make drones and nothing but drones. Not even a Zergling the Scout. I don't give a shit. That's how good I'm feeling right now.
That's right.
I'm not too scared of Hellion Harass because it's such a narrow choke that if he does, I'll make like 2 crawlers and be happy and do whatever I want.
Oh, here's a question for you. HDH2 is apparently coming as soon as Blizzard approves it.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Well, how do you think you're going to go?
It's gonna be freaking hard. I mean, like, for a game of Koreans, they're gonna be in it this time, so it's gonna be really hard, but it should be really fun.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for it, and I'll practice really hard for it, for sure.
Do you have certain practice partners? Do you do
No,
practice
I
with
don't
a
have
lot?
any, to be honest. I play just the ladder, usually, and, like, think a lot.
Do you think, like, having, like, 1 of each race or 2 of each race?
Oh
practice
yeah, I
partners
think it's
would
definitely
help?
key to getting really good. You gotta have practice partners. I really need to look into that.
Really need to nudge Herbs a bit, the RTS team manager, to get you some teammates.
Yeah. Oh, I just need to ask people for games, I think. There's a lot of people are keen. It's just a matter of asking them and being okay with it. I don't know, I'm very picky. Like, sometimes I hate losing to some people, and I'm totally okay with losing to others. And so it's hard to find a practice partner when I'm like that.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. I can see that being an issue in, like, team houses and stuff, where you want to be the best and then you got to, like, practice and be friends with someone who's, like, raping you.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you gotta not take it personally and just use it as a game and be like, alright, I'm doing this for practice, and the guy is doing it for practice, and there's nothing personal there.
Yeah.
Ray, this is a question.
You fast expanded. Alright.
What are the strongest race pre and post patch?
Ray, you have too many questions. Before patch 1.2, there were people saying P is the strongest race. What do you think is the strongest race? Pre-patch and post? Dunno.
Turn. I see him going fast expansion. He seems like he's really invested a lot into it, so I'm going to mass zergling him, as I like to do, against greedy Terran players. I'm going to scout him one more time with the zergling. And
does that work really well? Or do you have to hope they don't put bunkers down?
if they go bunkers, I got a bailing that's making, so...
Oh, okay.
And it's easy to fall back on, but it looks like he's not doing much. Looks like he's just making a big M&M ball, and I'm gonna make a lot of bailing. And at the same time, cool thing is I can expand because I got so many minerals. It's crazy. I did this versus kinetic in the Side Storm, and it worked really well, and I'm really happy with it. But it's really just like a punishment for greedy Terran players.
Okay.
As this guy's about to find out. Die. That is what happens when you are greedy.
Nice. So, you're pretty much going to win the game right here, so... Yeah. Lesson learned?
Well, you could beat it off, I mean... Alright. I got a lot of zerglings coming, I guess. Yeah, he's pretty screwed.
Why are you showing me the screen?
No, I'm just showing you the list.
Oh, yeah. TSG's up next. So yeah, you have a worse matchup, a best matchup?
I think my worst matchup at the moment is, CBC, for sure.
Yeah. Be nice, tell him what he did wrong.
No.
I think Darren is not in good enough. Nice. He did okay. I think he just, yeah, like you said, he got a little bit greedy.
Yeah, if you're gonna fast expand like that, you should block off, or you should make a lot of bunkers and scout a lot and see what the Zerg's doing. Like, scan him. And if he's got if he's still tier 1 and has a bailing nest, I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen to your base really quickly.
What's TSG's character code?
445.
Alright, so do we have a map suggestion coming? Anyone? 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 Map suggestion? Quick, before I pick a random map, and it could possibly be shrinkage.
Lots of